Hello and welcome to Laiya's Buzz. Thank you all for logging on to www.1003tobeatphilly.com. I'm Laiya. Good afternoon, evening, or whatever you're logging on. Alright, let's get to business because this is when we talk about the celebrities. Now, let's talk about good deeds and a woman named Mary J. Blige. So recently, Mary J. Blige was in one of my favorite designer stores, Diane von Furstenberg. She is the bomb. She makes the best rap dress. Matter of fact, she was the woman who started the rap dress. And for all my ladies who like a bargain, if you go to like off Fifth, you know, Franklin Mills, you can get a Diane von Furstenberg dress for cheap. Anyway, she was in there, and some woman was in there trying to pick up a dress that she had on hold, right? So Mary saw her, and the woman was like, she thought that the dress was not at $500, but it was $900. So Mary said, you know what? And the woman was like, well, $900, I got that kind of money. So Mary said, you know what? I'll hit you up. And she hooked her up with the rest of the balance from the dress. I just thought that was pretty cool. But here's an interesting fact about Mary J. Blige. You know, I ain't want to tell no business, but not too long ago, we were trying to do some things with her, and we were trying to figure out all the things that she's done in the community. All we could find was like the MAC lip, you know, the MAC thing. You know how MAC, they do Viva Glam and they dedicate that money to AIDS. That's all we found. So I'm just saying that little $400 deed was nice, but let's get out a little bit more, Miss Mary. Oh, I got a conspiracy theory for you. Okay. Now, I know you're like, who is this? Well, do I need to get closer, Antonio? No, that's all right. I'm going to get closer because they need to see this. So this is Will Smith and Charlize Theron, right? Now, I love Charlize Theron. You know, she's from South Africa or whatever. Now, you're asking, what would make them take a picture together? Me and my director here, Antonio Lee, we were talking about this because I said, well, Antonio, they're at a premiere for Hancock in Paris. What is Charlize Theron doing there? And he said, I'm going to look it up. So we found that the Charlize is in the movie. But if you and me have all seen the previews, we all know that we ain't seen her in the preview. This is my conspiracy theory steps in. Now, we found out that Charlize Theron plays the girlfriend of Jason Bateman, right, Antonio? Now, but what happens is that his character, Hancock, starts falling for Charlize Theron. You want to know what's interesting about this story? Number one, the fact that we ain't know about it. Number two, you know Will ain't never had a white love interest, right? Except for Eva Mendes. I know she's not white, but she's close enough. So, I'm just saying. And I wonder, as Jada looks at this picture, or I'm hoping that she was there in Paris, I don't think that maybe she regretting that. That's all I'm saying. Charlize Theron. She's engaged, but it don't matter because she probably ain't had the big... I also heard another story about Charlize Theron on the set of The Italian Job and how she likes to get down with the ganja. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Alright, speaking of getting down with the ganja, one man that we know does it for sure because he is way too chill to be that natural. Terrence Howard. Alright, so for a couple months I thought this was some joke. Terrence Howard coming out with an album. No, it's real. The album is called Shine Through It, and he's not only going to be singing on it, he's writing on it, he also plays the guitar on it, and it comes out September the 2nd. So, I just thought that was interesting. Oh, big ups to Tiger for having a major win yesterday, and they said it was at the U.S. Open sudden death play. I don't know nothing about golf, and I have a theory that most of my black friends don't, and well, they didn't until Tiger stepped on the scene, and that's all good. But while everybody else in my household was cheering, me and my mama was like, what y'all cheering for? He get a black girl? Nope. I wonder if his daughter will know that she has any black in her at all. You know what I'm saying? Because after you get the white mixed in with the cobbling Asian, you back to white again. Alright, so does anybody care about Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys and Lashonda? Because Swiss Beats is answering back to okay, listen. Swiss Beats says that it's really not that deep. He says that him and Lashonda have been separated for like 10 or 9 months. He also says, just so you know, that Lashonda has a single coming out that he's funded. She's also got photo shoots that he's funded. And he said they're still working. Of course they would have to work together because nobody would care about Lashonda. She didn't have a Swiss beat behind her. But he says that they want to look at the Alicia Keys thing, but that issue's ignorant. What I would like him to do is say that issue's not true. I think Alicia would like him to say that too, even if it is true. Like, hello? That long-ass statement. You see how long that statement was? And nowhere in there did it say it's not true. All right. Okay. So I might be late on this one. Antonio, you was out the room when I found this story. But have y'all heard the word about T.I. and 50 Cent? Man. Alright, so listen. So 50 Cent got this brand new album coming out, right? It's a G-Unit album. And on one of the songs, he talks about T.I. And you say, well, Laiya, how do you know that he's talking about T.I.? Well, listen to this verse, honey. Excuse me while I read. Nowadays, this rap-ish ain't adding up. How niggas gonna get caught up with 10 machine guns? I only get 12 months. Ooh-wee, don't talk to me. If you talking to him, you talking to them. I got the best lawyers that money can buy. They say the best that they would got me is 10 or maybe 9. I said, how do you explain how the homie breathes? They said, keep your mouth shut or you'll eat the cheese, i.e. a rat. T.I. responded. He said that in all of his years of knowing 50 Cent, that he usually don't just say stuff in a song and not personally speak up on it, so he just gonna wait for him to speak up on it. But really, T.I., the truth is the truth. But what, at the end of the day, all the criticism on T.I., he got like 5 kids. I would have snitched too. Shoot, he ain't getting them guns from no big black man. Anyway, speaking of beef, Al Sharpton and New York Post got beef. New York Post. But they got some stuff on him, y'all. I don't we always kind of question Al a little bit, whatever, but not a little bit like sexual. His motives is what I mean. Okay, the reason I say that is because I found this story, and they're breaking down, General Motors. There was an incident with General Motors where his company, of course, he has the National Action Network, they kept asking them for contributions, right? So finally, the General Motors was like, no, we're not doing that. And Al Sharpton was like, well, if you don't, one day we're going to picket you. Well, they started that conversation in 2000. In 2006, Al Sharpton threatened to boycott the car maker over the closing of an African-American dealership in the Bronx. Then he picketed outside of GM headquarters, right? Last year, GM gave a $5 donation to the National Action Network. Then he gave $5,000 more this year. One more story about Al Sharpton. The Chrysler Group, right? The people that make your Sebring. The Chrysler makes Sebring. Whatever the rental cars are. Whatever. Anyway, so in 2003, he marched on a Chrysler car show, right? And threatened to boycott over alleged racial bias. Well, then in March of 2004, Chrysler began supporting his National Action Network's conference, right? They went to the gala. It was a whole big thing. Black Award dinner, whatever, honor Martin King Jr. Well, Sharpton gave Chrysler an award for corporate excellence. I'm just saying. And also, so you know, the New York Post, they're going to be, he actually challenged the New York Post to a debate. So I think that's pretty interesting. I know they're laughing somewhere. Did y'all know that Amy Winehouse was taken to the hospital the other day? She was taken, she fell out. They said out of nowhere. She just fell out and she almost fell. Oh, I'm sorry. Did y'all know that Amy Winehouse had fell out the other day? I gotta use Antonio's picture. She get mad at me. Yeah, that's ill. They don't know why, but she went to the hospital and that's it. Did y'all know? I don't have a picture of her, but we don't need a picture. That folks was protesting Ashanti outside the basketball game the other day for the murderish notes that she got on her website. I just thought you should know that. P.S. She didn't miss a note on the what was it? The national anthem of the Star Spangled Banner. I always get those confused. For the land of the free and the home. That's the national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner is, okay, we gonna email me if you figure it out. Antonio, you don't know it either. Oh, do y'all remember this face? This is Taylor Dayne. She was, y'all remember Taylor Dayne? She had one of the original black girl voices for a blonde. Well, she was just arrested and sentenced to probation due to a DUI. I just thought that was pretty interesting. And, oh, just on another side note on 50 Cent. 50 Cent was recently asked about, groupies and girls and stuff like that in the new vibe. And he says that he's never really takes advantage anymore. He also said that, he said he compared it to Amsterdam. And he was like, he said it's like Amsterdam. Amsterdam is fun for some people. But I don't want to be, I don't want no Uchi that costs $50. Because that's too many people getting $50 Uchi. Uchi, you like that? That's a new word that you can use now. It's cute for the kids, too. Oh, your Uchi. Don't touch your Uchi. Don't let that little boy touch your Uchi. You can use that. Just refer back to me. Okay. Oh, and I got to tell y'all one more story. Although it looks like I have more. No, you know what? This is my last story because I was just... Okay. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. Because my sister... Yeah, she's my sister now. My sister president's wife. No, sister... I got to figure out her real title that I'm going to name her. Sister Obama, she's going to be hosting The View tomorrow. So don't forget to set your alarm clocks, 11 a.m. Can I tell you something cool about the fact that Michelle is hosting The View? What's cool is that this was her second time being asked. And the first time they asked her, the writer's strike was going on. And so that's the reason that she decided that she wouldn't do it the first time. And I just thought that was really cool. Did you ever know that you're my hero? I love her. That's for you. And Okay. And since we talk about Michelle, I just some quick Obama notes. We're just gonna leave her beside me because that's where she be with Obama, right beside him, not behind, right beside. So oh, big news! Al Gore has now stepped up and said he would do anything to support Barack Obama in his presidency. I just love that, and I thought I should give y'all that information. And we'll wrap up the buzz at this note. Barack Obama recently spoke on Father's Day, and he made a quote about fathers and things of that nature and family. And this is what he said. I'll leave her face up so I can look down. Okay. What I've realized is that life doesn't count for much unless you're willing to do your small part to leave our children, all of our children, a better world. Any fool can have a child. That doesn't make you a father. It's the courage to raise a child that makes you a father. And still I rise. He should have said that afterward. And still I rise. We're going to wrap up the buzz on that note. That's my sister. Don't forget to go to the blog where you can see my daddy talk about what Father's Day means to him. LaiyaSWorld.com. Bye, Michelle. See you tomorrow. Say bye. Bye.